right, man. So we here with a second episode of the Producers Aisle, and we got somebody that I grew up with since I think it was 8th, 9th grade. My man DJ WhyNot, promoter, event planner, DJ, Hall of Fame, DJ of the Hall of Fame enshrinement, Hoop Hall, Connecticut Sun. My man has a residency. I think that's what you call them. It's like a residency.
Yes, you are correct,
At
sir.
the casino, MGM in Springfield, and then also out in Connecticut at Novell. And probably the best two-stepper in the game, man.
Shoot.
Yeah.
Oh shoot, where's the lie?
Yeah, probably.
It's very slow and old manish though.
Yeah, it is, but it's effective. You know what I'm saying?
We gotta get out to Novell, yo.
I've never been.
Novell's a nice setup.
Yeah.
It's gotta be the right night in the sense of sometimes they have acts going on during the day.
Yeah.
Like a show in the arena, like a comedy show, for an example. And then all that traffic just floods in.
That's dope.
Yeah,
That's
I'll
dope.
keep y'all posted.
Yeah, next time we definitely gonna go out there. But yeah, man, DJ WhyNot, Will Cuffy. Some people might know him by that, but I appreciate you coming, man. And what's dope is that we all have similar ties. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
We all have those ties that working with each other somehow, connecting on basketball, new leadership.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll start there. You know what I'm saying? What was like going to new leadership and you know, kind of your way through new leadership? Talk to us about that.
First of all, I want to thank y'all for having me on here as a guest.
For sure.
I don't take nothing for granted, you know. So, new leadership. Funny thing about new leadership, I went to Duggan Middle School. I had my eyes set on going to Central. Due to some influences, I chose commerce, right? So, I believe maybe 3 weeks before school start, I'm pressing my mother about school shopping. So she like curving me or whatnot, like just ignoring me. So a few days go by. I'm like, we're going to school shopping. She's like, you're not going to commerce, you're going to new leadership. I'm like, what's new leadership?
Oh.
So I'm like, how she find out about new leadership? Because I remember they was giving out flyers at middle school.
Yeah.
So I remember getting a flyer. I was like, man, I don't want nothing to do with that. So my brother, he went to Kennedy, I went to Duggan. He brings the flyer home. So Cynthia goes and inquire about it, goes to new leadership.
Yeah.
Do all the footwork, obviously, enrolls me, and I didn't even know until like a week before.
I know.
So,
I remember seeing you, and my first thought was like, damn, he got some height. I hope he hoops. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But nah, Will at New Leadership was funny. Like that first like 2 months, because you know if you don't know Will, like he got that face where it's like, yo, don't approach me. You know what I'm saying? If he's not smiling, he got that face. So when I got to know Will, you know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, okay, nah, he chill, he hooper, he likes to hoop. So I'm glad that Cynthia sent you, bro, because we needed that.
And it's crazy because I don't regret going there at all, man. There's so much. I don't want to say it protected me from things, but you know there was certain influences that I don't know which route I would have went, but I just don't regret going to leadership at all. And it wasn't just a high school.
Yeah,
it was more. It was family oriented and still relationships that's still strong today.
Right.
Something simple as I take pride in knowing how to tie a tie.
Absolutely.
Know what I mean?
That's one thing.
Tying a tie in high school, like there's people our age that don't know how to tie a tie.
Yep.
Yeah.
You dig? So
that's one thing you had to learn
like
to do if you was going there. Like
early.
you
First couple things. Yeah. First
yes,
couple
indeed.
days.
Yes, indeed.
And then you also went back and you coached, right? You was also coaching at New Leadership.
That's where that was full circle. I was young.
Same here.
I think I coached there after you coached.
Yeah, yeah.
He had that same angry look on his face too.
Yeah.
But the angry look, you know, I get it from my mother, man. I think I just be like just focus on something.
Yeah.
But you know, once you get to know me, I'm okay.
Nah, that's dope.
Nah, for real, he is. Yeah.
You ever think of leaving New Leadership? Like throughout, like once you got to high school?
Not for a second.
Nah.
I remember going there. I remember y'all was like, and I'm like, man, that bullying stuff don't work. But y'all wasn't trying to bully me. Y'all was on some like trying to check my temperature. Like, but y'all remember I went to Duggan. You know what I'm saying? So y'all was like, yo, we beat Duggan. I'm like, y'all beat Duggan or whatever. I don't know. But it was like little jabs in the hallway. And I'm like, they talking to me or whatever?
Yeah.
So, and I remember, the reason I'm saying this because I remember Sef, they was like, yo, Sef is leaving after the 9th grade. I'm like, this was like after our first year,
Right.
and there was like rumors and stuff, you know, like what's the word I'm looking for? Like trade rumors. Well, not a trade, but
trade,
like
like,
free
yeah,
agency.
I get it.
You know what I'm saying? Signings and stuff. So I didn't think about not for a second. I didn't think about leaving the leadership, and then I was cool with it because at first I hated the uniforms, but I'm like, yo, I can keep my gear fresh. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just get fly on the weekends and keep everything, because you know you had to really.
It was one of them ones though back then.
But you had to really strategize your gear. I ain't have like 5 pair of jeans. I probably had like 3 good ones and 2 like I don't even want. You know what I mean? So you had to strategize stuff. You know what I mean?
Nah, that's what's up. That's what's up. So I guess going from there, like you said, your mom. You know what I'm saying? This is just really quick, just to kind of get a backstory of you. Like you said, your mom was a big role, right?
Yeah.
Was your pops like?
My pops was around. He was in and out. He's from Georgia.
Okay.
Moved up here.
Yeah.
Grew up in Springfield. Then he moved to New York.
Okay.
For a few years.
Yeah.
So he was around. He was in New York actually, but he would pop up every now and then in Springfield. It was one of those things where Ma Dukes, she had a final say, so not him. Right. He was just like, okay.
Yeah, I'm a roll with it.
Yeah, I knew not to like get on his back about, yo, can you talk to her and get me, like, I'm not trying to go here, you know, but yeah.
No, and that she put that same thing with my mother, yo.
Yeah.
It was pretty much single mom. You know what I'm saying? That for a lot of it. So she had that rule. But it was, I mean, I remember I was trying to get out of new leadership a lot of times.
A lot of times. See, you went there since middle school though, right?
I went there. I started in 7th grade. Okay. And then just because of the basketball piece, not because of, like, all my friends, everybody was chill. I liked the environment, but it was like me. I knew like, damn, you need
the exposure.
I need the exposure.
Bigger exposure.
Yeah, the
competition. You know,
and I tried to go prep a couple times, but it just didn't pan out.
So you wanted to go prep. You didn't want to go to any other high schools. You didn't want to go to Central Commerce. Just only prep.
I wanted to go prep.
Oh, okay.
I wanted to go prep.
And it's 2024, and I'm just now.
Just prep or new leadership.
That's it.
It's 2024, and I'm just now finding out about this guy.
Yeah, I was trying to go prep before I went to new leadership. Tony Bergeron, who coached at McDuffie.
Okay, yup.
He came up to me. I remember playing at what's the projects over there near Springfield College? Whatever those
Rifle Street, not Rifle Street.
Nah, I forget the name of the street.
They got the basketball court, and it was near the
water. Got all of that.
Yeah.
So I was playing there, and then he came up, pulled up on me, and then he was like, "Yo, who's your mother?" All this.
Right.
And I tried to I set up the meeting with my mom and tried to get in there. And she was like, "Nah, leadership." And I graduated, but it all worked out.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It all worked out. But yeah, all right. So let's get into it, yo. When did you get that spark to start like DJing after everything? You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't get any inkling of like DJing.
A lot of people say that
in high school and college. So like, when did you get that spark?
So I always loved music. You dig? Quick story. You know, before we had the internet where you can get music on demand, you had to like catch it on the radio or the video. So I remember I didn't give a damn what cassette tape it was, who it belonged to, whatever video came on. My mom had this entertainment system where you could record off of what was playing on TV. So I used to like make mixtapes, try to make mixtapes. You know what I'm saying?
From the videos?
Yeah, but you get the audio.
Okay, got
on a cassette tape.
Yeah.
So whatever songs are playing on the video, I'm like, you know, I'm putting that on the tape. So it always was a love of music. Basketball is number one, music is second. So I would say the DJ aspect came in after college, after high school and college, when me and a few of my friends, we was trying to promote and thing. We basically started promoting because we felt that parties didn't have that. It didn't have that thing to really make you want to go to parties.
Yeah, I used to have the block parties.
Yeah.
I remember those.
We didn't start that though. We just kind of picked up with it. You dig? So started that, and then we got to a point where after we have our parties, we'll have a meeting, like how did it go? And it always was, yo, shout out to all the DJs we work with, you dig? So just understanding, you know, I'm about to say nothing crazy.
Yeah.
So we'd be like, yo, we feel like the DJ could have did better. So music, I don't just hear music, I feel it. So I decided, since this is the team and I love music, let me jump into it. Let me see what this DJ thing about.
Yeah.
We can save money. I can grow with it and all that. So that's kind of where it kicked off from there and whatnot like that. So
that's major. So the Mass Ave block parties, you heard of those, Georgie?
I heard of it. It was like an urban legend.
Yeah. Nah, for real. I remember.
Yeah, we didn't start it because I remember going to those as a kid.
Yeah.
But when we got older, we did it like a few more times and whatnot, So
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
I was too young.
Yeah, I know you was probably a little younger. So when was that? What was that first? Do you remember your first time like DJing?
yeah, I do.
All right, yo.
I had an ugly, fun-sized controller. For people that don't know, it's like a little DJ controller and whatnot.
Yeah.
And the reason why I started on the controller because DJ equipment isn't cheap. So my state of mind was, let me pay a couple hundred, and let me see if I like it. And if I don't like it, then I didn't invest a bunch of money and whatnot. And I loved it. I cringe now, hearing old mixes that I did back then.
Yeah.
But I quickly got from a controller and got the turntable. So I want to say it was about 9 years ago, man. I search the archives every now and then to see, when was the first time I DJ? You would think every DJ would know that, but I want to say I'm 9 years in. So I believe it was at I officially DJ'd at Chicago's, second floor. I think the capacity was like, the capacity probably was like 55 people.
Chicago's was a good time.
It was. Chicago's had a good run.
You remember?
Chicago's had a good run.
You remember that? You're not too young for that.
Nah, I'm not too young. I was too young to be there, but I wasn't too young to sneak in with the DJs.
Word.
Chicago's at the time, 3 floors was going. They had 3 floors going.
I remember that. I remember that. And that second floor used to be crazy. It used to be lit. Yeah, that's dope. So Chicago's went to what? So like that's after like a year you was probably there. So what did that go to?
So whenever we
what was your mindset back then on it? On DJing?
Honestly, man, I feel like when you love something, not to say you don't have any goals.
Yeah.
But as far as DJing wise, I just love music and I love making people feel good through music, and I know what music does for me.
Mm-hmm.
So it was no, I want to get here, get here. It was more, let me just build on this. Let me get better and better. Let me get better and better. And I'm hard on myself. So and see what happens with it. I had no idea. My bad. I had no idea it was gonna go where it's at now and where it's continuing to go. So just loving music and being passionate about it.
Nah, that's dope that you said that, because like even with what me and George are trying to do here, it's like
what you are doing.
Yeah, what we are doing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like we look back on that first episode and we was talking, and it's like you pick up little things where it's like, yo, all right.
Big time.
It don't matter how many views you get, but you look at the product and you like, yo, the product can be better.
Right.
Yeah.
These little things right here is what we could work on. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's what.
And it's always great to grow, too.
Yeah, I think that's what it's about. It's like whenever you try to do something, you try to get better the next time.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Now, at least for me, like even now when I'm older and I'm like, if I'm working out, if I'm in the gym and I'm just lifting weights, it's hard for me to stay consistent. But if I'm going to boxing, and when I go boxing, when I was boxing for a little while, it was easy for me because I felt like mentally I was learning something every day.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? As I'm working out.
Do you feel like that because when you was training, you were training with other people? You wasn't just training by yourself? And when you work out, you're by yourself?
Nah, I think it's the mental aspect of like I'm learning something as I'm working out, as opposed to just in the gym lifting weights.
Yeah, yeah.
And I feel like with this and then with you with DJing, you felt yourself getting better, mastering something.
You know what's bug, man? I felt myself getting better because of the people. See, I come from the basement and the backyards DJing. I didn't take no shortcuts to none of this.
Right.
So me DJing, certain cookouts and birthday parties in the backyards and people like feeling good, feeling great. And they're like, man, you need da-da-da-da-da. And I'm a big advocate for, I don't care if there's 5 people or 5,000 people, whatever you do. There's always somebody watching. It's always an audition.
Right.
You never know who's there, what you may do, and how you make them feel and what type of impression you leave on them, because they're going to tell somebody, and then it's sharpening your tool.
Right.
So I take the basketball mindset and bring it right to DJing, man. You can always get better, sharpen your skill.
It's not the It's not the Street Fighter mentality.
Oh, that too. That's a whole nother story. Yo, anybody that want it can get it for free. Street Fighter, holla.
This dude's a legend. He's
Am I?
I remember going to your house a couple times playing Street Fighter, yo. Like, damn, how did you beat me that quick?
Oh man.
But nah, it's just mastering something. Like, I feel like that's the, for me, that's always a challenge, and that's what I like to do it, and that's why I steer away from certain things now. Like,
absolutely,
like 2K and video games now. I can't, Fortnite, I can't do it because my mentality is like, all right, you're gonna have to master this and try to win.
And that takes time.
It takes time.
And a lot of, like, I'm a 80s kid. I'm an 80s baby, 90s kid. I was outside a lot, but I played video games a lot, so I had a great balance.
Mm-hmm.
And I would buy like the new Street Fighter came out. I bought Street Fighter and a fight stick. A fight stick is like the arcade joint.
Yeah.
I think I probably spent 30 minutes on that joint. And I'm like, yo, you paid for this and this, but it's nostalgia for me.
It's nostalgia.
But as you stated, it takes time to master this. And it's like, yo, I don't have time. Like, I might get on and play for 5 minutes online and be like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? But
and I feel like it's the same with you on the low with editing. Like, I called him the other day. He's like, editing, man. I'm editing.
See, that's a whole nother monster that people, if you don't know, you don't know. You dig? So, like when I've had photographers take pictures for my events, I quickly understood, like, they're not gonna have your pictures back to you in a day. It's not logical.
Right.
They're gonna need a few days because they gotta go through all of them. What's good shots? Edit them, and you know what I mean. So that's a whole nother monster. So
that's why I like working with him, because like he understands. I'm like, all right, I can't get it done like right now, but I can get it done for you. Because like, yo, working for Focus, I get calls like at 12 o'clock same day. Oh yeah, can you come down to City Hall and do this? Yeah, I guess so, because it's government. So I guess
I think that's kind of I wasn't always like that. I had to learn, you know what I'm saying? But like, and I was just big on, yo, if you need a month to do it, tell me. If you need a day, tell me. But that situation, you got to be on call. Like, you got to get it, you know?
And then you got to be transparent as well. Like, don't leave your client hanging like, yeah, I'm going to get it done for you.
Customer service is number one.
Listen. Never get it done, right? Like, oh, yeah, 2 weeks later, yeah, I'm get it done now.
Listen, and I'm not gonna do it on this, but I got some stories.
Oh, I got some too.
I got a lot of stories.
And I try to
that I'm gonna take the higher road. You know what I'm saying? Because I see what they trying to build and what they trying to do. But
yeah.
Nah, that communication and just
huge
being professional.
It's huge.
It goes a long way in the photography and videography, and a lot of people don't understand those steps or those.
No.
Yeah.
No.
But we'll not digress, man. We'll go into how was 2023 for you, bro? Like, I felt like you was doing something every month, whether it's planning events, promoting. Like, I feel like you're a DJ, but you gotta have multiple hats when you're your own brand. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So talk to us about 2023 and everything that you.
2023 was great. It was a blessing. I don't want to go off the topic. So in 2020, that was a COVID year, right?
Yeah.
In a crazy way, that was the best year to date that I had up until 2020. So you would think, like, how? Because stuff is shutting down and whatnot. I don't know, man. It was just, things just took off for me. And every year, I say to myself, can you do better? Or I question, like, I wonder what this year is going to bring. Let me just control what I can control and go from there. And every year has gotten better, from getting flown out different places to DJ, the Bitcoin Classic, treating your boy good. You dig?
Yo, going through the airport with this guy, yo.
Oh,
you WhyNot?
For me?
Yeah. People was calling you out. I was like, what? Yo, what?
Yo, you know what's bug? You're not the only one. My man Harrell. We were going somewhere. He was like, yo, like, I was like, yo, you peep that? He was like, man, it is what it is. He's one. That's my man. I consider Sef and Harrell my bones. You dig? Because they know me since a kid and they've been right since then. But him along with even Sef, him, my man Skafani, even my son Nasir, Persona,
right?
Yes, and they're like, everybody's like, yo, it is what it is. Own it. That's you. And it's like, because we even not to jump around, but we had hoop hall and we walking,
Yeah.
and people was like, "Why not?" So I'm like, I look, they taking pictures of me.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? And I keep walking. So dude's like, "Yo, why not? Want to take a selfie with me?" I'm like, a dude took a picture of me in the airport too.
I remember
That's
that.
crazy.
So I'm like, but it's a blessing. So 2023 was great. I officially became the Connecticut Suns DJ.
Fire.
Signed a contract.
Fire.
DJ in Atlanta, Bitcoin Classic, Cash App, Holla.
Mm-hmm.
I did some other things too. I'm trying to remember, man. Novell Mohegan Sun is dope in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to experience Novell. MGM residence, I'm there for good. My birthday party last year was at the Hall of Fame with Fat Man Scoop. That was a Blackout 1.
Fresh off of the Blackout 2.
Fresh off Blackout 2 this year with Technician and DJ.
But hold up. I'm going to pause you there because
Yeah.
when I did the bowling event with City of Guards.
Oh, yes.
Right? Nah,
What year was that?
George, this story is crazy. That was I think it might have been during COVID when COVID first started. I did the bowling event at the
MGM.
at MGM. Brought all the high schools together, tried to bring all of them together. And DJ Will was there. And from there, he was like, "Yo, I gotta connect with somebody here to just see what options are available with MGM." And I'm like, "Yo, just hit him up." And I gave him a contact, and then he turned that contact into everything that you got going on now with, you know what I mean? From
It's
Commonwealth, DJ,
Commonwealth.
residency to hosting your party there.
Yeah.
Like that's a crazy like vision to see come through.
That's
major.
It's one of those things where you got to plant a seed somewhere, right? And I don't know it all. It's one of those things. We only get one ride out of this. Some of the worst words is shoulda, coulda, woulda.
Right.
And I don't like using those words. So just give me an opportunity. Okay, I'm in Commonwealth. Let me hold it down in Commonwealth. Let me take care of business. Okay, that can lead to other things. You can just ask, and one thing led to another. And I asked about the ballroom. The ballroom is not an everyday, place to do something. But I have a good relationship with MGM. I'm looking for it to get stronger, but I have a good relationship, and everything just fell into place. And everything didn't happen on my timing. I can only control what I can control. And things just start. Even when I inquired about the ballroom for my birthday, they made it so easy. I'm like, but they do their research.
Yeah.
So they do their research, and they told me that like after, like the day before the party, we did our research on you. We're very well familiar with you. And I did New Year's Eve in the ballroom in 2022, New Year's Eve. So, so 2023 was a great year. There's some other stuff I'm missing, but the Connecticut Suns was the biggest for me to date.
Yeah.
The WNBA, I met a good amount of people in the WNBA, NBA, ESPN. Very challenging.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Very.
Like I feel like this for me is challenging in its own way. Like being in front of the camera.
Yeah.
I like to be behind the camera, like with my ideas. But talk about Connecticut Sun and how that kind of came to, and then how you dealt with it.
Wow. Shout out to the Connecticut Suns. Shout out to the Basketball Hall of Fame. So the Connecticut Suns, as you know, the Basketball Hall of Fame does tournaments at Mohegan Sun.
Yeah.
Where the Connecticut Suns plays at. So when I was up there, DJing, they had this thing called Bubbleville. That was in 2020 when COVID was like no spectators or nothing.
Right.
So aside from Bubbleville, I DJ other tournaments for the Basketball Hall of Fame at Mohegan. And someone reached out to the Hall of Fame to get in touch with me from the Suns. Who's the DJ? We like him. He's dope, whatever, and all that. So I'm like, oh, shoot, I'm with it. So initially, they would call me to fill in. They would have me DJ on a concourse, and then they had me shadow the other DJ for the Connecticut Suns. Shout out to DJ Carlos. I shadowed him, and he was great. No ego or nothing.
Yeah.
And it was one of those things where I still kept doing things with the Basketball Hall of Fame. And last year, it's funny because they emailed me and they called me and left voicemails. And I was in the car at LA Fitness, and I was about to go inside, and I was just sitting in my car. Something told me just go through your voicemails, and they had called me a week prior to me. I was checking the voicemail, listened to it, and then I went and looked at my emails, and they emailed me as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I quickly called them. Nobody picked up. They called me back immediately, and that's when we were talking, and they said they wanted me to DJ for them for the upcoming year. And I just sat in the car for a moment because it came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
It wasn't nothing I knew was coming up. It was just one of those things where it was the time. God allowed it to happen at that time. And the crazy thing about it, excuse me, when I would DJ the concourse, for people that don't know, the concourse is when you're walking in and you're going through the gate to go in the arena. I said to myself, I want to DJ a game, man. I can do this. But I wasn't ready to do no game.
Yeah, talk about that. Talk about like that.
Doing the game.
Yeah, how did you
preparation?
The preparation, how it's different from regular
man.
DJing and
so
what you had to do to kind of adapt.
You get a game script, right? So you have a game director. Game director is the boss. He oversees the presentation for the game itself, the timeouts, the halftime performances, everything, media timeouts, commercial ads, paid ads, all that. He gives you a game script. You should get it days before the actual game.
Right.
It's like your homework. It tells you this is when this is going on. This is your time. You got to do this, whatever. So you have to really study that.
Right.
So when you're doing a game, when you're doing a high school game, a college game, there's no music playing during the game. In a professional setting, there's music playing all the time during the game. So I DJ for the Suns. Obviously, I'm going to play the advantage of the home team.
Right.
So I have to strategically choose sound bites, songs to play when they have the ball in our favor, and then the away team, choose something that doesn't help them out.
Right.
In the meantime, you got to be prepared for random things that happen in the game. Because I love ball and I played it, I can watch the game and understand, okay, a timeout's about to come. Those are called hot timeouts. When the team goes on a run, it's called hot timeouts. So you have to play something that is appropriate for the moment, but still have your flavor and sauce while having your headset on and you're communicating with 10 other people, the audio team, production team, and then have your headphones for your music. So it's so much preparation, and it was very hard because it's live. You want to do great. You want to do well. And the game director, I told him, don't hold back.
Right.
If I mess up, don't hold back.
Yeah.
He knew not to disrespect me. Because, I mean, not saying I just don't.
I know what you mean.
But I let him know in advance, listen, if I mess up, tell me how it is.
Yeah.
And he did. And, I want to say it took me about maybe 10 games in to get like into a groove.
Till you get that feeling.
And you're standing the whole game. Your mind and everything is you're on 10 the whole time.
Yeah.
There was times after the game I would just sit for like 20 minutes and do nothing.
That's crazy. Do you take anything from that and bring it back to
absolutely.
Like
it made me
DJing?
Absolutely.
Oh, okay.
It made me appreciate DJing more in the sense of the party setting is like a layup. I don't want to say I don't underestimate it because you still got to deliver on that end because it's just, it make you appreciate, okay, I don't drink, but when people is out and they drinking, it makes it a little easier to get it turned,
Yeah, for sure.
Things of that nature. So it definitely it sharpened my tool in a different way doing the WNBA games.
Yeah.
That did help me with doing parties.
That's dope.
So they both help each other.
That's dope. That's dope.
Yeah.
And when you feel like you're in your bag, like when you're DJing.
Parties or basketball
just
games?
in general, like when do you feel like
I call it airplane mode.
Yeah, when do you feel like you're
I feel like
what are you playing? Like what is
a specific song or what?
Describe the like
not so it's like I call it I'm burning through tracks. I call it as if when I know it was happening is when I feel like I'm like every song I hit.
What are you looking at though? Are you
crowd.
Looking at the crowd?
I'm reading the crowd.
Okay.
I'm reading the energy.
Got you.
One thing about DJing, the number one to me is the people.
Yeah.
The crowd will never lie to you.
Right.
Never. I can go to a party expecting to play something, but if it don't work, I'm like, yo, this other thing works. I have to stay there.
Yeah.
I can hear a song right now that I don't like at all. But if I play it and people is loving it, then I like it. Because I like what it's doing for the people.
Yeah.
That's my energy. That's what I feed off.
Right.
You know, so that's a high itself. It's kind of like when you playing ball and you just own one.
Yeah.
Everything's working.
I was thinking that.
Everything's working. Your
Right.
defense, you can drive whenever you want. You hit a jump shot or two. You know what I mean? You tapping on somebody,
Right.
and ones, and so all of that's like, I'm telling you, basketball and DJing is like neck and neck with me. Like the same pros and cons apply to each other.
Bro, that
it's a natural high, man.
Yeah. Yeah, that feeling with the basketball for me is like when I'm hearing like, yo, good pass, good play.
Oh yeah.
Good defense. And you come up the court and you just see it.
And
know
you
what I mean?
do something
you make that
and
that
somebody else
pass,
feel
you make
good.
That shot, but it's like you're in a state where it's like you see it happening before it happens.
Bruh.
It's kind of crazy, yo.
Bro.
I've been in that feeling where it's like, yo, I got full control, yo. Let me try this move.
Yo.
And it works, and then you come back down, and then, you know, I remember there was in college, there was a time when we were down maybe like, I think we were down maybe like 3, and we needed to play.
Was
And
this
I
the
come to
time
the
Bentley
bench.
played AIC?
This is.
No, I'm joking. For the record, me and him played against each other in college. You dig?
I do remember.
I think that was kind of dope. You know what I mean?
Were we freshmen?
No, I think
No.
sophomore. Because I went to
Sophomores?
post for my freshman year.
Okay.
I
then you
transferred to
transferred.
AIC. Yeah.
Yeah.
hmm
But
Who won that game?
They won.
We won.
They was ranked number 2 in the
Yeah,
country,
it
bro.
was crazy.
But Seth was like, yo, we was in a layup line. You know, everybody got to have a serious face, whatever. He's like, yo, Will, get loose. Know what I mean? So.
But yeah, I forgot what game it was, but we was down 3, and it was a crazy game. And the coaches, like, you know how they talk to the coaches before, and then he's coming back into the huddle, and I'm like, call this play. I like went up to the coach like, yo, call this play.
Yeah.
Like, cause I'm the point guard. I had a feel for the game.
Yes.
And I see what they're doing, and they were pressuring the guards. Obviously, you know what I'm saying. There's pressure in the guards.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yo, coach, run this backdoor play, and come out, run the backdoor play. Dude gets a easy layup.
Perfectly.
And then it's just momentum just switched. We ended up winning by like 5. But I know that feeling that you talking about.
That
like,
feeling is it's
just
so my motto is let the work talk.
Yeah.
And I am the work.
Mm.
I added that like what, a year ago?
We're gonna clip that. That's fire.
So when I'm DJing and the work is talking, I call it like, it's like you're in airplane mode, like you can't hear nothing. Shout out to all my DBZ fans, Dragon Ball Z fans. It's kind of like when you like ascending, you know what I mean? Like Super Saiyan, you dig? And like you was describing when you call the play,
Right.
that feeling is just, I can DJ for like hours. And it's kind of like, yo, I'm like, yo, I've been standing for 5 hours.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's, and then like I could DJ for 5 hours and then go home, get a few hours of sleep, and still go to work. I'm tired, but DJing was worth my rest.
Yeah,
because there's been times where I would be going through things in life like we all do, and I'll be DJing like a 4-hour party.
Mm-hmm.
I'll stay for an extra 30 minutes.
Dope.
Just because the people are so into it and I need it, and it's making me feel good.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yo, there's so much records. I still want to go different places with music. So
right,
you know, so
that's dope. Georgie, what about you? Anything? Anything that I know you've been in with Focus for a while. So anything that kind of like you feel like you getting the hang of, or just you mastering right now?
Yeah, mastering. I mean, editing. I mean, you seen the last video how it came out.
Fire.
Nah, I'm just kidding.
nah, you can say it. Shoot.
But nah, just editing really, cause like I started off like when I was younger. I tried to DJ because I was following around KLS and what's his name, DJ Boogie,
the OGs, yeah.
DJ Juice, and like I thought I was good. I started DJing at, what is that called? Victoria's Secret in Holyoke Mall.
Really?
I thought I was
really?
Yeah.
Whoa.
You were DJing at Victoria's Secret?
Before that, I used to work there.
Okay.
Oh, so you finessed that.
Oh, so you got the aux.
And they was like,
the aux.
Nah, so yeah, I was one of the panty salesmen, you feel me?
That's crazy. That's a whole different
How
story.
old was you?
At that time, I I started at 17 and then came back at like 19. They hired me back, and then they hired me to DJ when I was 20. But yeah,
that's fire.
so I thought I was a good DJ, but then like there was just way too like I was like learning more about it, and I was like, you know what? I don't know if DJing is my thing, and I'm like, if I'm questioning it, it may not be it. Right. But I still love music, like I love the atmosphere. And then like I went to college for communications, and then came back a videographer. I'm like, yo, what? But nah,
Do you love it?
Yo, what?
So
I love coming to work every day.
So I say this, and you probably already know this. When you love something, you don't mind the mountains and speed bumps.
Nah.
At all.
You dig? You don't mind it.
At all.
You actually look forward to them.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
In a weird way.
Like, you know it's going to come.
You know it's going to come.
Yeah.
In a weird way, you do. And, yo, like I said, shout out to my DBZ fans. Anybody that know about sayings, after every fight, sayings get stronger. So I feel with all the hurdles we deal with and speed bumps, and anybody out there,
facts,
you get over it, you get better, you get stronger, you ready for the next. And all it is it's just preparing you for the next thing coming your way so you can be ready for it.
Nah, that's fire. That's good advice.
It's just, yo,
I needed that advice,
evidence.
Because I did stand-up comedy in Boston.
I was
good. I thought I was good. Then I went to this white.
So walk us back. I know we running a little long, but
I got you.
Talk. And like, wait,
stand-up comedy.
Yeah, I did
DJing
stand-up comedy.
Victoria's Secret to stand-up comedy
this is
in Boston.
Yeah, I was doing. So I was college kid. I was funniest kid on campus. So I was like, oh, let me try stand-up comedy.
Yeah.
I did great in like the common areas at college. So I was like, all right, bet. I'm gonna go to Boston College and do it. Went to Boston College, did an open mic, killed it.
Dope.
I went to a couple other spots in Boston, couple other bars in Boston, like 3 other bars. I did all right. I didn't do as well as I did before.
How long is the set?
My sets were about 5 minutes.
Okay.
That's still long they gave me for open mics. Right. But for like bars, they gave me like 3 minutes because there was more people.
Gotcha.
But then I went to this like white bar. Everybody was drunk.
Did you have the same bar? Did you have the same one, or were you like prepared?
Same set?
Yeah, same set.
Nah, so like it was like 2 years in now. I didn't go to a lot of bars and stuff, so this was like my 6th bar to go into. And I was like, all right, I've never been here before. This is a weird part of Boston. It was like Summers or something. I can't even tell this story.
Kind of patchy.
I went in there. I was like, yo, I know I'm one of the only black dudes in here, but the other black dude told me I can come up here and tell these jokes.
You went for gusto.
Yeah, the other black dude didn't like that at all.
He did?
Nah.
But he knew you was joking.
Exactly. Yo,
was he a comedian as well, or did he work there, or he was just somebody that was there?
I don't even know. He was just the other black dude I saw. Picked him out. I was like, that's how I'm gonna break the ice, because like everybody else
definitely broke the ice.
I get it.
I broke the ice.
You see what's there. You trying to let it be known.
Only the host laughed. I was like, oh damn.
Damn.
And then I just kept going with the black jokes, and then like I stopped with the black jokes, and then I switched into like talking about my roommates in college. Yeah. And one of my roommates was diabetic, so I was talking about that, and that was funny to them. And then I was like, all right, I got him. And then like, so this is 2 minutes in. I'm thinking like I'm in here forever, yo. Yeah. I'm like, dang, I still got 1 more minute. I still got to tell a joke. And then I go back to black by an accident. And then they're like, all right. Somebody's like, all right now. I'm like, all right, I'm cool. So I bombed. I'm like, all right, I admitted I bombed.
Yeah.
Went off stage like 20 seconds early. I looked at the clock. I said, yeah, I'm done. Walked off, dapped everybody up, went straight to the bathroom, called my mom. She said, I told you it wasn't funny. I said, yo, this is wild.
I can picture her saying that.
Yo.
I can picture her saying that.
Like, I told you it wasn't funny. I told you not to do this. It's not for everybody.
But at least you know. At least you tried it.
All right, so before we get back to Will, have you done it since then?
Nah, but I think I am though.
Yo, you got
like seeing some of these people in Springfield.
You got to do it again.
I'm not gonna say it, but like
you got to do it again.
I think I could do it again.
Yeah, you can't leave off of that.
Well, it ain't dead.
Especially after going to Atlanta with y'all. Yeah,
it ain't dead since you talking about you want to do it. You dig? So
yeah. All right, but Will. So how do you build on 2023? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's next? What's in your plans? Have you even thought about it?
Take more chances, plant more seeds. get better at this. Really, really focus on the brand and the business aspect of it. When I say business aspect, I had a website. I think I have my website 3 years now.
Yeah.
3 years. You threw the alley for that. And when I say business-wise, everybody say something about business, but I like to think, why not to the world? In the sense of, you never know what could happen. Like NBA All-Star Weekend is coming up.
Yeah.
There's some things in the rumble with that. So I'm going there with not a bunch of promises, but a few, what's the word I'm looking for? A few, we'll see what happens.
Bro.
And I learned that sometimes that's all you need.
Yeah.
That's all you need. So I'm always looking to expand the brand, but I'm really looking to expand the brand now. I might dive into the, what's that called, man? When you get somebody, not someone to sponsor you, but you do like a partnership with somebody. Like someone endorses you.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot the name of it, man.
Like distribution.
Distribution or something like that. You can, somebody can see you and see how they can benefit off you, and they got some money and they got some things they want to invest in you and stuff like that. So I just want to take it further than what I've been doing to challenge myself.
Yeah.
The WNBA, that may happen again, but also I want to navigate into the NBA. I know some NBA DJs.
Yeah.
So I stay in contact with them. I met them through the Basketball Hall of Fame and working with them. So, and I don't want to just say put somebody on. I do want to do that, but I want to do more than just put somebody on.
Yeah.
Nah,
if
you
that
be
makes
putting
sense.
people on without them knowing. Like,
maybe I don't. I
in
mean,
New York, you was like, what was it? You was like, content. It's all about content, baby. I remember that video.
oh, I was just being
Bro,
Music
that
is
video plays in my head whenever
Really?
I'm recording a video. I'm like,
content, baby.
Yo, I'm like,
when
nah,
we was
I don't
doing
wanna do
pull-ups
it.
on the
Yeah.
corner, me, NES.
Yeah.
Know what I mean?
every time, like, I'm like, yo, I'm not.
And you
feeling
use
like
that
doing
sound
content
bite when
today,
you made
yo.
the highlight joint for me at the Rucker.
Yep.
That was tough.
I like that. Yep.
That was tough.
Yeah, every time I'm looking down on myself, like, yo, I don't feel like recording a video today. But like my page is kind of dry. I'm like, content, baby, content.
We gotta
Yeah,
be.
alright,
We
gotta
got.
do it.
I like. I'll say it. Sometimes I go back and forth about hiring somebody to run my page, because it's just, you got to stay on top of things. But one of the reasons why I hold back, because I'm one of one. So certain things I would post and how I would say it in post,
Yeah.
I want to keep it that way, So
For sure.
Can't have nobody messing up your brand.
Nah, but that I could do more.
Absolutely.
You dig? But at the same time, I like what I do thus far. I could definitely do more, though. Definitely do more.
Yeah, you definitely at that point where getting somebody to do the social is a good idea.
Yeah, it's not.
But I get
might get
personal
somebody.
touch though.
Yeah, I might get somebody to run it, and then I still have access to it.
That's what I do. I got a young guy that does some
Yeah.
editing, or he finds videos
Yeah.
and puts his own stuff.
Yeah.
I do some too. And
Yeah, that
it
might
kind of
be-
keeps the algorithms, keeps you in the
And
algorithm.
and sometimes some people can see something that you don't see. Like, where you going today? You going here? You need to get like for
Yeah.
my birthday. I should have hollered at you, man. I should have had a vlog. I should have vlogged the whole day, because the whole day I was doing mad stuff.
Yeah. That day I was tight.
I was at the barbershop. No pun intended, but got my beard right, and the barber was like, "Yo, somebody should be here recording this now, man. This is major, man. You got me hyped, man. You coming to me to do your beard for your birthday party?" I'm like, bro, it's just, but it makes sense.
They say that. They say your regular life is enough content, especially when you're in your lane.
Because people don't know you. Like, people know,
Exactly.
they know why not, but they don't know Willie.
I just think people don't have an idea of what goes into a blackout too. They don't know what goes into the Bitcoin Classic. They don't know what goes into Focus Springfield.
And they want to know. They probably don't know. They don't want to know until they see it.
That's where I get my most views off of, just walking through the station.
Yeah.
That's what Will said when he came in.
Nah,
he was like,
no.
yeah, that's the open door
You
king.
gotta
Yeah,
put
it's
like
open door
you
king.
gotta put some poetry to it,
Little something.
some bars to it or something.
Yeah, have like an R&B joint playing.
Right.
or
Well, you
something.
ever think of rapping though? Like you ever?
I had a notebook. I had a notepad. I had a notepad. Super fact though. I remember this one bar.
Let me hear
It was like it.
That's how we got ended on the rap.
Yeah, we gotta hear.
Yo.
it.
It was. I think it was. Go to the tropics, maybe with your lady. You the student, all your rhymes is congruent. But it wasn't good as you was
was a
a
good
target
bar.
at Target.
Yo,
Remember that?
Yeah. Shout out.
Shout out Rich and Byron,
Rich and
man.
Byron.
Rest in peace, Rich.
You got bars too? Finish
Nah,
up?
I've definitely wrote something before, but
It's everybody has,
Yeah, you
man. If you
had
grew
to.
up in
You
the
had to.
in
we
you know,
just try to freestyle and all that too. So it was. I mean, you got to, bro. If you born and raised around hip hop and
Mhm.
basketball and
Yeah, you have no
know,
choice.
You have no choice. Nah,
Yeah.
but good look. Well, I appreciate you coming down.
Thank
This is
you,
the
guys.
producer's aisle, man. So it's like anybody producing in their lane and whatever lane it is. Me and Georgie want to talk to you and kind of touch base with these people that's like doing big things. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes when you're not in those big cities, I feel like you know, you feel like other people are pushing or doing things different, but
Yeah.
they're not. It's just a bigger city.
So
sometimes, man.
the fact that y'all got me here and y'all say big things, like I was telling you guys before we started recording, I remember my losses and forget my wins. But
Mhm.
it's moments like these. My cousin Gianni, shout out to Gianni. She was like, "You need to start enjoying the ride." She calls me every now and then. She lives in Atlanta now. She's like, "You doing this? Oh my God!" And I'm like, "Yo, nah." But moments like these where I get a moment to like, yo, like, dang, like I really have done some things. I got booked in Bermuda. You know, I've gotten on the plane multiple times. The WNBA, ESPN.
Fire.
You know, and I'm grateful, but
Ice
now, no, I'm
Cube,
definitely Ice Cube. Yeah,
LeBron,
I'm LeBron.
Melo, like
Damn.
rocking to you, like that's fire, bro.
I'm grateful. I'm still hungry. You dig? And like I said, let the work talk, and I am the work. You know, so
Yes, sir.
we're gonna keep it going.
Yes, sir. So yeah.